met Kelly about 9 or 10 years ago, before I even had kids, at a photo shoot that my sister-in-law put on for us. We were both pregnant. She was, I think, 9 months pregnant at the time, and I was only like 4 months pregnant. Right after I had my second baby, I had a podcast called The Compassionate Motherhood, and I had Kelly on there as a guest, and we talked a lot about oils and motherhood, and that was the first time we really talked about health. We did our first workout in March of 2023. Kelly has been doing a mixture of functional fitness and progressive overload. We've been lifting weights and doing movements that help with longevity and overall health and wellness. I love Kelly's dedication and consistency, and she's just really fun to talk to and have a good time with. Today we are going to be doing a little workout together for the very first time. We've always been just me training her, so I'm really excited to be doing a workout with Kelly and chatting a little bit more about how she got started with me.
Training with Jamie has changed a lot, and I've learned a lot about my body. In the past, when I've been working out, like I came to her and I was basically like, I'm working out, but it does not look like I work out. And we're so clear on our goals and things like that, and a lot of times we'll say, hey, a lot of times it is just vanity metrics. I want to look good. And so when you're building muscle and stuff like that, then your body starts to change. Your butt starts to let all the things you want, right? Your shoulders. So we've worked on all of those things, and we've had tiny goals, and how quickly you hit those goals when you have somebody telling you the right moves to make, what to do, and also seeing like, okay, you can go heavier, and kind of pushing you in that way. And we were going at like 5:30 in the morning, and it just got to be a lot, right? And that's when I came to you, I'm like, listen, I should look like a professional athlete.
Seriously.
With how hard I'm working out. And it just, yeah.
No, you were just burning a ton of calories and then weren't eating to fuel your body correctly.
Oh my God, no.
When we first started reverse dieting and feeding you up, remember, didn't weight start coming off?
Yes. Well, you hear about that, and we had talked about that. You're like, dude, it happens, and I've heard about it too. And I was like, I was just always so afraid to even try it because number one, I didn't know what to eat.
Well, it's scary because it takes time to see if something's working.
Yeah.
And so if you're gonna start eating more food, you don't wanna use all this time to like be putting body fat on when you're like trying to do the complete opposite.
Yeah. And I think if you go at it on your own, you're kind of clueless. You're just making guesses. You don't really know how to track. I mean, like you introduced me to all the tracking, even the apps that help you track and all that kind of stuff. Gave me advice on like different types of proteins to eat other than chicken, you know. And so that is just all so eye-opening. I remember we were having conversations. I'm like, dude, everyone should know this information. Like everybody should know this stuff. They just don't teach you. Yeah. Or it's just completely opposite to how my generation at least grew up learning about fitness and weight loss.
Everything was like, I feel like for my mom was like big on like fat-free. Everything was like fat-free. Everything's fat-free.
Yes. Eat less.
Eat less and work out more.
Yeah. Yeah.
We did the opposite in here.
Yeah.
Continuing to show Kelly what she's capable of, and hopefully continue to get her strong and living a long, healthy life with her 2 beautiful boys. Yeah. If you saw the sweatshirt I was wearing this morning before we got started, but that was a gift you gave to me, and it was one of, I think it might actually be the most special, like meaningful gift I've ever received. So It's a sweatshirt that has a little flamingo on it, and then on the back it says, "Get your pink back." Can you kind of explain a little bit about why you gave it to me and what that even means, get your pink back?
Yeah, so there's a story about flamingos, it's a true story, about flamingos when they become parents, both the mom and the dad. In the act of raising their young, they lose their color because they are giving so much attention and nourishment to their young to raise them to be who they are. So get your pink back. The story also goes that once they get to maturity, the baby flamingos, the mom and the dad will regain their pink. They will be back to who they were before. And I think it's just such a meaningful thought of exactly what you did for me. And I'm sure for other moms too. You see a lot of moms in the gym, and we have given everything as mothers to our kids to help get them to where they are. And you feel in that act that you feel like you lose a lot of yourself. You dim down a lot of things to be at their level with them. I'm specifically thinking about being active and stuff like that. You don't hike as far as you can hike because their little feet can't go that far. You don't do all these different things because their little bodies can't do it. But inside you, you know that you are strong enough to do those things. So coming here and being with you for a little bit over a year now, I was like, I saw this and I was like, this is me. You gave me my pink back. I feel like I am Kelly again, not just mom, but Kelly.
To end off, before we do a little cool down walk, which we always do, I wanted us to do a little challenge, a little squat challenge. Something Kelly can do very well are pistol squats, which are one-legged squats, which are very difficult to do. So we're gonna try and challenge it a little bit more. So can you put your feet all the way together like this, and then get down into a squat, all the way down. Nice. Now you're gonna take one foot and you're gonna lift it up like this.
Which one?
Either one.
Which one do I choose?
Yes! Now can we stand it up? Yeah, nice! Now you're gonna try the other way, ready? Okay. All right, feet together. Down into the squat. Other leg. Yeah, and then stand it up. Yeah, nice, Kelly.
Barely on that one.
So in order to be able to complete that sort of challenge, which is actually, she made it look very easy. A lot of people have a hard time getting into a squat with their feet wide like this even. Right. The places that we tend to be the tightest are our hips and our ankles. So a lot of times when people are tight in the hips, you'll see them like leaned over like this with like a hunched back, and they can't really like get into it. So bringing their feet together, it's like impossible to get down into that.
Right.
Plus this girl has scoliosis, like this is amazing. Anyways, also the other thing is we wanna keep our heels down, flat on the ground. If you notice, her heels were flat the whole time. A lot of times when we have ankle mobility issues, the toes tend to come up as we squat down like this, because we don't have the flexibility to get that shin bone close to the foot. Yep.
Yeah.
And so in order to get into that position, you have to have really good ankle mobility and really good hip mobility.
I want to thank Kelly for taking the time to chat and work out with me today. It's been a privilege and super inspiring to see her crush her goals, do things she's never done before, and progress every day in the gym. I'm really excited to see what she does next.